Hey homesteaders, today Donna and I are going to be out in the garden building a 40-foot arbor out of cattle panels, T-posts, some baling wire, and some hard work. Check it out. After selecting the area for the new garden arbor, the first thing we did was head to Tractor Supply to get cattle panels. We removed the bundles of T-posts that we had strapped down on top of the cattle panels and set them aside. We're going to use 12 of these for this project. These were 5.5-foot posts and cost about $5 each. They were also on sale. I tried to carefully fold the panels back open, but that proved to be even more difficult than folding them over to begin with. So we just unwired them one by one and let them go. We needed 6 for this particular project. We don't have a 16-foot trailer, but we do have a small 8-foot trailer I bought many years ago from Arbor Freight. So what did we do? Well, we just folded the 16-foot panels in half and used baling wire to secure each of the ends, then strapped them all down for a good safe ride home. Then I had this bright idea of holding on to the end of the panels and just driving the trailer out from underneath them. But that proved difficult as the panels kept getting hung up on some bolts from the trailer's plywood platform. After several Keystone Cop attempts, we finally got them off the trailer. We then went about the task of measuring everything up so the arbor was square to the fence line and would look uniform and straight when complete. We staked out our corners and drove scrap pipes into the ground to secure our string line to keep our T-posts in a nice straight line. We then drove our first post in using a T-post driver. I've driven these posts in on previous projects using a sledgehammer, and I found that this driver made the task significantly easier and way faster. If you're going to be driving a bunch of these T-posts for a project like this, or fencing or animal pens, I would strongly recommend this tool. They come in different weights depending on your strength and run from about $35 to $50. Well worth it. I'll put a link for a few options for these T-post drivers down in the comments. Once the first post was set, we measured 6 feet to the next one and aligned it with our string line and continued this process till the 6 on the first side were installed. We'll go back and straighten them up after we get them all in. We then moved our string line to the other side at a 6-foot distance wide and duplicated the process on the other side. If you haven't noticed by now, we're the kind of figure it out and get it done type of people. Use what you have to the best of your ability. We then took a short break, as although they went pretty quickly, it was a lot of work. As of the filming of this video, I'm 61 and recovering from a heart attack and a stroke about 1.5 years ago. And Donna is 67 and struggles with serious asthma. So a break was a good idea about now. Then we were ready for the cattle panels. Being that this was our second go around with an arbor like this, having put one up on the opposite side of the garden last year, we knew how squirrely these panels could be and had a plan to make their installation easier this time. Nothing profound, we just laid each panel down and pushed the edge up against the opposing T-post to keep it from moving anywhere. Then, while I got underneath the panel and pushed up the center, Donna grabbed the other end, lifted it over the post, and easily slid it down. The pressure of the arch will keep the panels in place till I come back and wire them to the post. Then we simply repeated the same process for all 6 panels. This way of putting the panels in place went much easier than the first time we did this, so this method is a good tip. We've seen a lot of people use 4 posts per panel and get them to look perfect. But with 12 panels to deal with the 2 arbors that we have now, it just seemed like an unnecessary expense. We've had no issues with the other arbor we installed last year, using just 1 post on each side. We found these cattle panels to be a great value for what you get. They're 50 inches wide and 16 feet long, made of thick welded wire and very strong. We even use them to support the roof on our greenhouse and have had good luck with them. They're kind of heavy and can be difficult to manage. Definitely a 2-person job maneuvering these things around. They were $25 each on sale. Well worth it for their solid strength and your ability to cover a good distance with each panel. A challenging job, but if these 2 old birds can do it, then so can you. Once all the panels were in place, I began to wire them to each post in 2 spots. When you purchase T-posts, they normally come with clips designed to fasten fencing, wire, etc. to the post. But the store forgot to give us ours, and I didn't want to go all the way back and forth to the store again, so I just grabbed some baling wire I had. I use baling wire for a lot of stuff, so I always have some around. I tripled up the baling wire to make sure I had a good secure connection. I used the handle of my pliers to roll the wire off the roll so I wasn't dealing with any kinks in the wire. We'll go back and paint the white tips of the post later so they don't stick out too much visually. This arbor could last for decades if we wanted to, giving us the beautiful long green tunnel we hope it will create. I wired up the 6 panels to all 12 posts and was done. So this gives us around a 40-foot garden arbor tunnel that will last for many years to come. There's a 2-foot space in between each panel, so you're not trapped inside and can walk out of the tunnel every 5 feet. All said and done, this project cost about $250 with tax and took us about 2.5 hours of work time. Plus, we were blessed with a picture postcard perfect day for this project. And that's our 40-foot garden arbor. We hope this video has inspired you and helped you to set some new goals in your garden. We're hoping that by the end of summer, it's going to be covered with berries and peas and beans and be a beautiful 40-foot tunnel that we can go run through and play through with the grandkids. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one and plant your finger on that like button. It helps the channel out a lot. Thanks for watching our 2-acre world. Be blessed. Now go grow something.
Our 2-acre world gives us a simple life.